I remember one day chilling on my phone and my friends had bailed to come hang out with me. So I was just sitting there bored as shit by myself, right? And I go on Snapchat and this girl's put up a story saying, I'm having a party, like pretty much anyone can come. And, I didn't know a single person going. So I messaged my one friend who I knew her. And he was like, yeah, I got you an invite, bro. He was gonna come with me until a few days before he pulled out. He was going to Mexico or some shit. So now I had to go by myself, bro. I had never even been to a party before. And you want me to go to a party by myself? But I knew that one lucky day, I just intrinsically knew, like, I need to go. Like, this is hype. People at my school never give me a chance. Like, this is my opportunity. I was right. That fucking day changed my life. For the next 6 months, I had to, like, this was when I was about 14 years old, by the way. I had the most fucking hype 6 months. Obviously, with everything good that comes to your life, there will be some negatives that you need to learn to deal with. So I had to deal with that. But my life went from, like, if I'd rated it, 1 out of 10 to a fucking 8 out of 10. Like, or not 8 out of 10, maybe like a 6 or a 7 out of... Fuck off. 6 or a 7 out of 10. Like, my life got so much fucking better, right? Anyways, I went, and at first I was scared, but there's this one girl who ended up being really nice to me. She was like, oh, what's your name? It's nice to meet you. I mean, ironically, I'm family friends with her, and I didn't know it for 2 years. But she was very friendly to me, and she showed me around, and then I would kind of just jump around. But I didn't say anything the whole night, pretty much. Hardly spoke to everyone. But I was just like this nice, like, innocent dude. And, it might have gone wrong, but I'm not upset that I went and risked it going really badly. Risked some guy being a dickhead to me. Because what I did is I found the nicest, most fun people to go out with at that time, with some nuance, some of them were doing the wrong teenage stuff. But I learned how to deal with that because now I'm older and I don't touch, like, the dumb shit. I drink when I'm with, like, going on nights out, but I feel like I've gone out on a lot of nights out and I haven't even forced myself to. I'm detouring too much, okay? The point that I'm making here is it was I'm so happy I went. Like, I'm so happy because it completely changed my life. I would not even have a social skills channel right now if that wasn't an experience I went through. I remember one day, let me introduce myself first. I'm Finn. I help young guys make their dream friend group come to reality. Be the guy they always wanted to be. I do have a course when you trust me enough, but I want to tell you this story. I'd been going to the gym for about 2 years straight, consistently, perfect diet. I would hardly ever not get good sleep, and for those 2 years, I also didn't drink. Actually, I drank like 3 times across 2 years. So I basically didn't do anything bad that could slow down my progress. I went 6 times a week and I did cardio as well. But I felt fucking tiny for the entire process until I went on this bulk. I still felt fat and out of shape. But here's when something happened. I tried out this diet where it was like basically only meat. It's not the diet that gave me the results. It was 2 years of going, seeing fuck all progress, not getting fucking stronger. And then one day in the gym, after cutting down, I wore a tank top and I just randomly, from then on, started getting called big by people. Like, yo, you look big. When the fuck did this guy get big? It was like a snap of the fingers, mate. But I'd earned that shit for the last 2 years and I never got anything. So that's why I'm saying, sometimes, like, the only way to guarantee you're gonna get a lucky day, or not even a lucky day, the only way to guarantee your results is to just keep going, even when you see fucking nothing, even when you get rewarded not one bit. Because trust me, if you keep going and you truly try your best, it's impossible to fail. If you actually tried your best. I know I copy-pasted someone else's advice there, but it has applied to my life in this scenario. I went consistently, perfect routine, everything, and I was still one of the smallest in my year. Weakest in my year. So that's why it meant so much to me when I just started randomly getting called big. Your life can change overnight, like that. You can wake up the next day, have one crazy moment, and everything will be different. And you see, I want to relate this to social skills, bro, because I think that having a good group of friends is the most valuable thing you can have. You can have money. You can have every girl you want. That kind of defeats the purpose because that's kind of social skills. So fucking shit analogy. You can have all the money in the world. You can have all the success in the business you've dreamed of having. Be a super athletic dude in great shape. But if you can't talk to people, you can't build relationships, and you can't speak to girls, if you can't do those things, What the fuck is the point, bro? I pick being me over being a fucking billionaire who can't talk to anybody, who doesn't have any mates. I pick me every fucking day, and I'm not rich. I'm brokey cunt. I'm a young, like, I'm not a brokey, but I'm a young dude. I haven't achieved, like, these crazy big goals. I would still pick being me over being a billionaire who can't talk to people, who doesn't have friends who they trust. Because, I mean, you may pick differently, all right? So if you have a different view, maybe you're not like the right guy for these videos, respectfully, but I realized if it's so valuable, why don't I put more effort into it? And when you start to put more effort into it, you realize it's a weird goal. How do you fucking put effort into being a social guy? That's when I learned something from the gym. I like transported it to social skills, because all areas of life can like kind of link into each other. 90% of progress in the gym is just showing up. I promise. If you just show up for a year in the gym, you'll make more gains than 90% of people. Factually, bro, because what's the percentage? I think like maybe like 60% of people don't even lift weights. So maybe if it's not 90%, you automatically beat 60% of people. I feel like it's a bit higher than that, right? Because a lot of people go to the gym, but they won't be consistent. So let's say 90%. What about social skills? What if you're the only guy who wakes up every morning and you know you need to smile at everybody, say hi as much as possible? Yeah, you might be awkward as shit, but you get invited to this party after a year of trying and being nice to everybody because one guy's giving you a chance, and you show up to that. Then maybe all of a sudden you have your lucky day combined with you showing up to being a super friendly dude for the last year, and everything changes. You're out on a night out and all of a sudden it feels like you're the guy. You know what happened to me once? I made some changes in my life, and you know that circle where there's guys talking to each other? Have you ever felt like you're kind of getting squeezed out of the circle? No one really gives a fuck what you say. I know I talk a lot, like even with my friends, but I swear, bro, I feel like when I'm in this circle, I feel like all the eyes are on me a lot of the time. I feel like everyone's always looking at me for something to say, like I'm respected there. That is a fucking $1 million feeling, bro. If you know what I mean, you've been a young guy and nobody's ever fucking respected you, and you have that experience, that is worth more than $1 billion, mate. That is so value. You remember that. You remember the day where things changed. 90% is just showing up until you get your lucky day, and then everything changes. If you don't believe me, it's fine, because I didn't believe me. You don't need to believe me to just do the action anyways, bro. Because that's another thing I learned from the gym that I put into social skills. You don't need to believe in yourself. You know what? Every day, even at like I'm objectively at a higher level than you. If you're watching my videos and I'm giving you advice, I'm more social than you. I still fucking doubt my social skills every other fucking day for the last year, especially when I was at school, because school fucks you up, right? When I was back in the day, when I was in school, all I would think about is just self-doubt. Oh, this guy doesn't like me, blah, 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 blah. So don't think that if you don't think it's possible, that it's not possible, because what you think has nothing to fucking do with it, because you can only trust somebody who has the results you want, right? Let's just say I have the social skills you want. I can talk to girls. I've got a great group of male friends. I trust them. It's not like I've never had a friend backstab me, but like I've got my good close friends and I get a lot of attention from girls. So let me explain it to you, bro. You're never gonna fucking think you're worth it until the day you have it. And then you're gonna be blown away and you might still not believe it. Because you know what imposter syndrome is? Even some people who are billionaires and they have a shit ton of money, they still think they don't deserve it, bro. So thinking you deserve it truly has nothing to do with the problem if people can have all the success and still not think that, oh yeah, I lost my train of thought. Fuck, I was spitting a great point. You understand, like, imposter syndrome is something that everybody has, so you might as well pay zero attention to it. Just trust my word on that. If you want my personal advice, click the link in the description, buy my course, or you can book a free call with me while I have more time. But as my YouTube channel grows, I am going to cut off those free calls because time is money. Time is rupees, bro. Have a good day.